this, do this. Let's see. Let's go ahead and change the color back. Okay, where does that end? Oh no, so we need to keep it the whole time. Okay, folks, since people are jumping in here, let me play you what I'm working on so you can see. Oh, let me turn that off. Yeah, we don't need it at that point. What's going on, Terrell? So I'm attempting to learn how to do things more on the anime level. So, means attempting to do serious pieces, power ups, even the coloring. So, this one I'm attempting. See, it's so many layers in this animation that my computer is like struggling to play it. And it's not even, I think this barely covers 10 seconds of animation. So I'm trying to do a full out scene, but it is a challenge because I'm not looking at a tutorial, I'm winging it. See, what's your thoughts on Procreate Dreams for animating if you tried it, seen it in action? My thoughts is because I know when it came out that the examples they used look crazy, but a lot of my friends are animators who use Procreate and then use the Dreams version, and they had a lot of things to say. Like they said, it's still things to fix on there, but the capability of it is still insane. So I mean, if people were able to do some gnarly stuff in Procreate, which only allowed you to animate, and whatever you made possible was something different, then the things I've seen with Procreate Dreams is crazy, but it seems like there's just some annoying features in it because it wasn't fully fleshed out. The redemption, I have no idea what you said. I apologize, my guy, but I'm not even bilingual. I kind of know a little bit of Spanish. It may be like a few words in Japanese. That's it. Okay, let's color this hood in so it doesn't. I should have made a color. Oh, let's see. I don't. There we go. Let me grab my red. Thanks for sharing. I can't wait to start using it. By the way, the animation screen at the moment looks awesome. Lighting's really well done. Thank you, thank you. That's the problem with like Procreate would be able to handle lighting better than Adobe Animate. In Adobe Animate, I have to break the program to pretty much color like that. Like I'm doing multiple layers, and if you could tell after a certain point, it doesn't like it. It feels like the app starts to break. Why is it not? Okay. So let's boom. That's what I need to learn a different program. I've been thinking of Clip Studio or Moho or possibly Toon Boom, but I hate learning new programs. Like I spent like my whole animation career has been in this one app, so to do anything else just feels weird. You know, I know it's probably overdue. This program crashes a lot. Okay, so we need to. I got here from Plan Z in both of us. Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, that Plan Z video and then both of us was a super roller coaster of adventure. I did not expect everything that happened afterwards from doing that one video would lead up to where I am now. Let's see, boom. Oops. It's funny enough, yeah. Plan Z put me on the radar of a lot of people in the AI generated music scene, and then it led to me being able to do stuff, officially do both of us. Let's see. I think my angle is a wee bit off. See, I'm trying to plan this out, so I'm gonna do it in layers. The hood's gonna be on the furthest back layer. Arms gonna be in the forefront. Okay, so let's get those arms out of the way. Let's lower this. You know you are a great animator. No, I appreciate it. I want to get up there slowly but surely, but I've only been doing this since 2020, so I got a long ways to go. I'm just kind of I force myself to animate every day because I enjoy it, and I would like to get up there to where I could confidently say I think I'm doing pretty good. But not there yet. When I see some of the people that I consider like inspirations and stuff like that, and see the stuff they get away with, that's when I'm like, okay, I have a long way to go. See, I need to get a new mount. This one keeps rotating the monitor. It's like it's gonna drop it on me. Bro, my phone did the thing again. What's the thing? What's the... Let's see. Gotta use... Wait, that's not the color. Oh, it's in a layer. Let me borrow that real quick. Picking up editing projects to get better. That is the best way to do it. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. I really haven't made it like at least with the way wrong layer. With the way I set up my files. I really haven't had a need to have it edited, or at least I guess I haven't seen. Like I guess if someone sent me a sick edit, maybe I would entertain that and incorporate it into my stuff. Like otherwise, I do have like Plan Z and both of us was edited by my homie Lex the Lightbright. He took care of those because like if I put up the original videos without it, completely different video, completely different. Like the tones, the lighting, and just overall feel of the video changes drastically when you go from his version to mine. Oh, I forgot the camera shake is on that layer. Let's turn it off. All right, so my phone sends stuff even though I'm not finished typing. Ah, I only had that after I dropped mine a couple times in the water. I have a nasty habit when it's the most dangerous to drop something. That's when I drop it. Oh, I think I hear people stirring. It's early in the morning, but I thought everyone would still be asleep for a while. You should get a Discord. I have made one. I just need to complete it. That's the problem when you get to a certain level and you get too much work. The things you would like to do to make things easier, you gotta somehow steal the time to be able to do that. So like I have actually built out a Discord. I got most of the things set up in there, even though I had to learn a lot of it. I've been in Discords, but I never ran one. And then it's like honestly finding the time. Like I don't even know if I would be able to properly mod one because I work on this stuff so much. It doesn't really afford me the time to be in there. I can't even promise that there wouldn't be chaos in there because I would be so busy animating. Because now I got to get an answer. Oh, I think, especially if you're editing, I think a good place to be on is Instagram, especially for the people you can reach. And then there's more people you will be able to hit up about doing editing for them. Like a lot of one of my homies, a lot of the stuff he sees on Instagram first. Usually Instagram or Twitter with people like, I need an editor. And he'll submit through there. And it's a good place to dump your stuff, like whatever you worked on. I can help with the moderation and expansions. I'm always online. Dope, then definitely shoot me a DM because I'm looking to expand and take those things more seriously. Because I keep getting hit up and requested to do it, and I'm like, I'm like, as I am right now, I can't. Let's see. So this motion's almost. Let's see. Where's the next movement? What's going on, Victoria? Let's see if Adobe Animate will mess with me today. I've had a few times where it's crashed in the middle of me using it during a live stream. And the crazy thing is, I've worked with Adobe and I kind of brought it up, and I think that's why I can't get a hold of them again since. I was like, I love your program, but it's so heavy file wise, and then it's just so testy. Like if I could use Adobe Animate the same way I use Photoshop, I probably would never need another program. But they do not, for some reason, they do not take suggestions from the community. That's a good drawing. Thank you, LeBron. It's an honor to be complimented by a goat. Let me play back what I got so far. I gotta stop hitting the phone. Let me take that off. Zoom out. So that's all I have so far. He says, "Is that how you animate?" Yep, one individual drawing at a time. That is the process that most people don't realize, and that's why AI hasn't caught up yet. Because to get all those little details in between is still is hard. It's time consuming for a human, so definitely would be a challenge for AI. Man, then I have a lot of respect for those animators out there. Like, I appreciate it. That's a lot of times, like, I'll get hired by brands and they'll just tell me to do stuff like it's a drag and drop. Like I can like I could do it in 5 minutes. I'll have brands that hit me up and want me to do something close to like an anime fight and say, "Oh, can you do it in 2 days?" And I'm like, "Oh no, definitely not." Like, ma'am, you have me confused with a studio, and even then, a studio wouldn't be able to do it in 2 days. Like, every style of animation you see, even like YouTube animators, I'll admit I was the same way because before animating, I did comics, and I would see people like Odd Ones Out, Jaden Animations, the top dogs in the Storytime animating community. And I'm like, man, I noticed they don't really animate the lips moving. And I was like, that's crazy to me. Why would they not? I was like, they being lazy. Then I tried to do it. And I was like, you know what? I said, yeah, they got it. I understand now. So you're really talented. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yep, I don't hate AI art, but sometimes it's just too much. Yep, my thing is my honest stance on AI art is that, it is useful, it is helpful, but it shouldn't be the sum of something. It shouldn't be the only thing that you're relying on. Like, I will say it does take skill to get AI to do exactly what you want, but it's still, it wouldn't be as problematic if it didn't take from other artists. And the fact that you can train it to draw just like somebody else. So you could steal a job with it. Man, ask what you're animating. It's I almost said a 3D blast. It is me making a black hole. And to be honest, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this. I'm just making as I'm testing to see what's necessary to be able to do this at this level. Like, I want someone to see it and think it was a cut from an anime cut. I'm like, oh, what show is this? If I was able to get that type of compliment, then I know I have effectively made something look exactly like it's anime. The earth gonna get ticked into that. That's a saying. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, I was thinking. See, that's what I would like to do. Like, show the ground ripping up and getting sucked into the black hole. But I don't know how crazy I want to get on an experiment. Like, if I complete all of this and it doesn't kill me, then maybe we can see what else we can do. All right, let me get the colors in. I gotta close the gap so I can paint bucket it. That did not work. Oh, because I did it on the wrong layer. Genius. Thank you, Goku Infinity. I'm trying to get there. It's all about that daily practice. I tried animation, it didn't turn out so well. Oh, well, that's how it starts for everybody. If you seen my beginning stuff, because I started in 2020, like soon as the pandemic started and they did the lockdown, I was like, okay, let me pick a pandemic hobby. Like, what's something I always wanted to do, but just never took the time to do it. And animation was the biggest thing. And those beginning ones, it looked like I drew it with my foot. It looked like it was stuttering. It wasn't even moving smoothly. But I challenged myself to try to draw one animation a day. And no matter how it turned out, I uploaded it to TikTok. And I guess I picked the right time since everyone was home and everyone was trying to find something to do. They started blowing up, even though they looked like garbage. And some people would say, like, this looks like ass, but it's funny. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm onto something. So I just kept doing it. Like it did start to become fun seeing my ideas come to life. Because a lot of times I would see other animators. I'm like, well, if I did it, I would do it differently. And then I was like, all right, let me just shut up and actually do it then. So far, I barely got halfway done with my reanimation and my animation. Like, bro, the stick, I promise you, if you stick with it, you'll see the improvement. Bro, your funnies are actually funny. Thank you. I try to, if it makes me chuckle, then I'm like, all right, then we should drop that. Okay, so now we got those pieces. And we can go ahead and do his hoodie behind him. And then we'll do the head. Let me turn that off. So I gotta turn those layers back on. I'm gonna go find your Insta. Be right back. It's under the same exact name. So one thing I had to learn the hard way: you can't expect people to find you if you're gonna have like 6 different names on different apps. Let me make space to add the hoodie. That's the arm, the hood. I mean, add the body, the torso. Can't speak today. Okay. So this is how, typically what I do is still not the traditional way of animating. Because you see, like, I got a very loose sketch under here. And in a normal animation pipeline, you would do a rough sketch, then a clean sketch, and then fix all the mistakes, the timing, and all that, and eventually get to final line art and colors. I just kind of skip all that. Like I'm working in social media, so me moving at that rate wouldn't benefit me. It would take me forever to drop something. And plus, I like doing quick and fast and enjoying it. Oh man, what happened to? Oh, okay. I tried a paint bucket, but I didn't see where I was getting my color from. There we go. So let's see. Oh wait, we gotta turn stuff off so it doesn't shake. So see, now I need to fix the hood because it is sitting wrong. How do I rob live streams? Is that even a thing? Is that possible? I mean, we can learn together because I'd never heard of that before. I heard of bombing and raiding. Let's see. Let's zoom out and see how the hood works with. See, there's certain parts where I need to adjust it. Oops. Touched the wrong thing. See, this makes it a less of a headache. Because then imagine if I didn't have these on layers and it was all one drawing. Anytime I found any type of mistake, I would have to redraw the whole thing. That's why I always say anything that's gonna move should be on its own layer. Love your animations inspired me to make my own. Dope, man. Then definitely tag me in something. I would love to see it. I'm always encouraging people. If you have an interest, a curiosity, bro, just try it. I promise you, like it's rare for you at least not to learn something, grow from it, or just end up finding what you was meant to do. Okay, see, we getting there. Okay, so let me do, in fact, let me see how it plays in the animation. Oh, we gotta turn off. I keep messing with the cameras. What's going on, Spooky Month? See, that lightning alone took so long to do. I've done lightning, but not like that. Yeah, see, doing the black hole, swinging it around is going to be a challenge too. Okay, let's do that other hand now. Let's find a spot. Okay. And this is why I typically don't try to do animations like these. Because this is something I've been working on maybe like 2 months. So like I don't know when it would come out. Where the other stuff I do, typically I try to do animations I know I can have finished in a day. Like the joke stuff and all that, or like the superpowers. Those are things I'm like, okay, I could start this at like 7 a.m. and have it done by lunch. So I'm like, those are the things I'll take that on. But anything I know is gonna take longer than that, I'm like, all right, we'll chip away at it. We'll start it now, and then as we get closer, as the months go, we'll just keep picking at it so we can drop it. Okay, so now that we got that arm, let's see, when do I need to change it? Get right there. See, that's the beauty. Some of these I can just rotate the image and not have to redraw it again. Ah, crap. I didn't do official layer. Now I gotta undo it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's see. Then we're gonna slide it one more time. Just need it poking out. Then we can do the head. And then, and I won't draw because the black hole is gonna be under his hand. And that's why it's a good thing we got those layers separated. And then you won't see his torso. You won't see, yeah, this line is basically showing everything that's covered. And then his pants only got to draw once. And since I draw on a solid black, which is me trying to save time, and I have to draw detail lines on some pants. Okay, yeah, I think, let's run it back. Let's run it back. I want to start doing my superpower series at this deep level of detail, but it would be hard to plan out in a way that I could do them quick. Because some powers would require effects like these, and I've been watching animes to see how certain things are handled, which helped with this, but it's kind of hard. I can't see how they're making it, so there's probably shortcuts and things I'm not aware of. So that leaves me just like guessing and struggling. Okay, let's do the head. Let's take out, so I can see, let's take out the hood. Okay. And then we'll do a new layer in between that. Dang, yeah, I keep feeling my tablet about to fall over. I definitely got to get a better stand. I was even thinking of having like a zoom in of his eyes. I think that's not the next part. And have it kind of go into a, like his eye breaks and turn into a black hole itself. I don't know. I could see it in my head. I just don't see how I would actually do it. So we're up in the air. Everything is up in the air. That's the, I'll say that's the probably thing I need to change. I need to stop winging things and actually map them out. I don't know. Sometimes it's like I don't know how to sit there and pre-plan it. And it's sometimes more fun just to struggle and force a solution. What? It's not letting me paint in the hair. What in the world? Oh, okay. Followed you on Insta. All right, dope. And yeah, just go ahead and shoot me a message, and I go through my stuff often, so we can see what we can set up. Bro, why are you not working? See, I gotta find a break. Oh, I know that was on the wrong layer, so that means. Okay, that's what that was. All right, next head. Oh no. Where did I draw that? Ay, Shingata. Is scrap. It's surprising this is my alt account. Do you have the same profile pic? Cause it stands out. I'll definitely recognize it. Well, I read through all the messages, so if you message, let's see, let's take that. Let's delete that. Always check and see what layer you're on. Face reveal soon. I've done it a couple times. I'll do it again. I did tell because I do have a new YouTube account where I post this more of this type of stuff, the superpower, comic books, and all that. And I told people if we break milestones over there, I'm willing to do a couple things that the fans request. But if face reveal is the thing y'all want, even though, especially on Insta, I drop in my stories a lot stuff I do, or especially when I go to conventions and meet other creators and artists and animators. And I'm in those pics. I just don't post them on the page since it's not art related. It's a steampunk Superman. Stands out quite a bit. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll definitely recognize that. This thing, I need something to stop. Or I'll use my other hand and hold the tablet. Or you know where I end up showing myself a lot, not even realizing it, is Snapchat. I'll be on there shooting stories and not even realizing the camera's on my face. I've generally been watching for years. I've always loved your stuff. Keep up the great work. I appreciate anyone that's been rocking with me day one. I definitely appreciate, because I know it's easy to outgrow a creator or just forget. That's what I try to make sure. If you've been watching me for a while, I want to at least consistently be posting. They give you a good excuse to be watching. I was scrolling and found you again. What's going on, Ginger? Yo, LeBron, if you've been rocking for a long time, then I definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all will keep me going. But there's definitely some days I'm like, ah, man, am I gonna do this into retirement? Like, I think if I didn't make money from animating, I would still do it because I thoroughly enjoy it. But I probably just wouldn't post it online. It'd be like one of those things that just show friends that come over. Wait, did I draw on the layer again? Oh, or no, I guess not. I mean, your animations are amazing. Appreciate. Check sub count. I've been doing a little bit of growing. I've been trying. My goal is, I want to, keep animating, having fun, and doing it in showcasing online. But I would like to eventually get to the point of dropping my own show. And last year I got really close. A studio had hit me up. They was talking about it, and the only thing that kind of stopped it, outside of the writer's strike, that messed some things up. But the studio was worried about if doing a show with a content creator would be strong enough. Like, they felt like they needed someone else that was like a guaranteed hit. That way the show would automatically do good. And I'm like, oh, well, I think we should just worry on making the show good, and then it should be good. At least that was my thinking. That was what I logically thought. But it's hard to convince, especially when, a studio's going to be spending their money to have something made. A little. Not much going on. How you been? This chained to my desk, constantly animating something. Trying to get to studio MAPPA levels and then hide from them when they try to hire me. If they want a bigger name, try to hit up Odd Ones Out. But see, that's the thing. They want someone that's big outside of animation. Because even Odd Ones Out, his show, I think it made it to 3 seasons, and then they pulled the plug. Which is still, like, that's an amazing feat. I would be over the moon if I even got a season, let alone, I think he made it to 3. I don't know. I seen the first and second, and people are telling me that there's a third. But nah, they want someone that's just like an international superstar that's attached to it. For a while, I was talking to what's it? I forgot the name of the studio. It's the same studio that made Get Out, um, Us. I think it's Jordan Jordan Peele is a label, and it looked like we was gonna be doing it through them, or at least we was in the talks to discuss it, and it just fell through. So that was like they felt like that was a big enough name to where it would have been a guarantee. We would have started production, and I probably would have had the show come out. It either would have been late this year or mid to early next year. If I'm assuming the production and how it would have went. Change to your desk. Do you at least get bathroom breaks? Yeah, that's what the bucket's for. I got a bucket by the desk. This is looking good. Thank you, Skulls. I hope you get the studio soon. I'm trying. I haven't really been trying now, since I have had other places say the same thing. Like yeah, you got a decent following, but can it carry in a show? And I'm like, well, there's no way I can know until we try. And like, we got to do it. We got to do it to see. I'm like, come on, let's take a very expensive risk together. But I don't want to go into debt, so don't put that money on me. Any names for the show? One of them was going to be more in line with something that could be on Cartoon Network. And that one, the working title was Feeling Super. Um, and that was just so we can pitch it, and they end up liking it. The second one was based off the webcomic that I had started up, and it was going to be called To Be Kind. And that one would be more of a serious one. That one I would have pushed for like an anime budget, because I actually I wanted to do something a little more serious, long lasting. They was interested in that one too. They was more interested in that one actually, since it kind of appealed to a bigger audience. I'd already did a few animations of that on my account, and there was like an overwhelming response to it. Everyone was like, "Oh, when's this dropping? This should be a show, yada yada." And I showed them that, and they was really interested. Like I think a couple of those posts, each one got like over a mil. So it was like proof of concept. Like, okay, something could happen with this. Let me guess, you eat 1 meal a day if you meet quota. Wait, people get to eat? I didn't know they did that. Where they do that at? Just a pineapple. What's going on? Okay, so let's delete the... We can delete the sketch layers now because we don't need them. What is this one? Nope, we need that. Okay, so those are sketch layers. Let's delete them. All right, and then we gotta delete the head at a certain point because his hand's gonna cover it. Yep, right there. We don't need the head no more. I'm gonna cook pasta recipe with your ingredients and steps. Wait, where are you animating? Let me zoom out. Oh, that's too zoomed. We don't need to do that much. I'll loop it. It's me creating a black hole. So I'm figuring this out step by step. Domain expansion, I did think about doing that, but I wanted to try something first because I was like, a domain expansion, I would have to really plan and map out what it would be, what it would look like. And I said, that's like way more work than just charging up a powered attack. How did you learn animating? Honestly, for me, I already had a foundation in drawing because I did comics. I went about learning animation in a weird way, or maybe to me it's weird. I started finding GIFs from shows and trying to recreate it and noticing, taking note of when they would make certain things happen in each frame. It ended up being the wrong way because I thought everything was done in the same layer. So like all of this, I would draw like every time the hood moved, I would draw the whole picture again and just move the hood slightly. So that was the only problem with using GIFs. I thought everything was done all in the same frame each time. So it like each one of these, let me scrub through it. I thought each time that was drawn all one whole image. And that's how I was learning in the beginning. So it was taking me forever. If a character blinked, I redrew the whole body in the eye blinking. And then someone said, why in the world are you doing that? I made up my mind. You need to make your own YouTube indie show. Oh, if I had the time, like, see, here's the issue. Here's the issue. Most people, um, most animators won't talk about it. Like, a lot of us have our own show idea, but it's having the time to do it and not having to do a job to pay bills. Like, if I just was financially stable, like, great, because I have a family. So if I just had a way to pay the bills, I would definitely work on an indie because I've had voice actors hit me up saying they'll voice parts and they would start out free. People that said they would help with animation, help with backgrounds, help with writing. So I've been offered everything that would be needed to do it myself. I don't have the time or the money. Let's see. I'm thinking about trying to animate. Any advice? I would say if you're gonna animate, you need to have a good understanding of drawing already, and then you need to understand the 12 principles of animation. Those are the two major things that will make it easier for you. And then after that, whatever program you pick to animate in, it will be the best thing ever for you to learn how to truly use that program. Because there's things in each program that makes it easier, shortcuts or make you more efficient, make you work better, faster. And you need to like this one. There's cameras on this, so like the part where it's shaking. Before I would just draw the image moving up and down to make it look like it's shaking. There's a camera mode in here, and I just make the camera shake. So learning how to use the program saves you and gives you peace of mind. Because I would have lost it drawing all of this and have it drawing the shake myself. So are you good at drawing with pencil and paper? That's what I started with, and I got pretty decent on that. Maybe I'll drop in my community post some of my traditional pieces because I used to. I've done painting. I've done spray paint. I've done markers. I used to ink for comics. Color for comics. So I've done a lot of different things, but animation is just where I ended up. You could do an animation studio for your domain expansion. Like take pictures of your studio and draw outlines around it. Uh, hmm. That would be something. I have a big setup though, so that would be a lot to draw outlines for. How you doing? I'm doing all right, Rocket. Hopefully the same for you. Program I'm using is Adobe Animate. This is it kind of works like Photoshop, but then there's a lot of things different about it. Why don't you start 2 minutes at a time and end about 30 minutes? You should be able to do that right. I tried doing something like that, but then when the work comes in, because I get a lot, like I'll get brand deal stuff, or I also do animations for a company. And when those things come in, it sometimes is like I don't get to touch anything I'm working on of quality for like a month or two. So I mean, like even doing the 2 minutes, like 2 minutes is a long time for animation. And getting the free time to do that. That's why I haven't done a long form YouTube video in a minute because I just been swamped with stuff. And those videos are about 6 to 7 minutes. So having the time to do that is already a lot in itself. Let's see. How to learn drawing shapes of objects and creatures because it's difficult on paper. Oh man, any of that's for those type of stuff. Like for animating, I didn't really have tutorials. I didn't go find any. But for drawing, I was always in the library getting those books, and then I ended up keeping some of them by accident. And I would learn how to draw shapes of things. Like, because for me, animals was the hardest, and cars, like any vehicles and all that. Let's see. Hi, I have a problem with hand. How can I become a pro? Oh, the simplest thing for me to say for that is to just draw them every day. Like, let me, I'll do a new canvas. We do a little bit of, I won't call it class because I don't consider myself a professional, um, but a little bit of how I do it. And then, so for hands, because hands gave me the most trouble too. Especially, there's still some poses where I had to like, I'll look at my hand and then try to recreate it. But for the longest, I did like the shape method where I would draw out digits, then where each knuckle would be. Because how many? Oop. And then let's see. And I was doing this way for a long time, but the only problem is all that sketching you have to do. So you gotta find the method that makes it easiest for you. Where some people may just do sausage links. Come on, load. There we go. See, like there's many ways to go about it, but it's just like what's the way that you feel most comfortable with is the trick. How do you find out you like doing animations? Uh, huh. That is a good question. I think for me it was I did one. Matter of fact, let me pull up my old Instagram account because I did it once on Instagram. Way like this is like 2017, and I I liked. I realized I didn't like it until I was done. If that makes sense, like the whole process of doing it, hated it, despised it. And I'll let this loop while I pull it up, and then I'll drag it on the screen. So, because I was trying to do action set pieces, like the way I animate now, I simplify my art style. As a matter of fact, let me bring it. I'll bring it on screen. So this, for those who was asking if I do traditional art, this is like some of the traditional stuff I was doing. Like there's some of my marker pieces. Hey, get back over here. So I was doing like all comic book stuff, traditional, digital. Like this is all like old stuff. I haven't really done none of this since I think 2019 was the last time I did it. Yeah, this stream became a Q&A real fast. Nah, I love this type of thing. 'Cause letting people know you can really do anything. I'm trying to find, see, like, so you can see I was doing nothing but illustrations. And then I'm trying to get to the few times I did animations. I'd see that was a spray paint on a huge canvas. And then, doing marker stuff. And then I was doing digital at the same time. So that was like my background for the longest. Dang, I'm trying to get, I know I have a few animations on here. Your ideas are intriguing. Hopefully, if it benefits anybody. Oh, see, this is the first look at my character. This is the first time I tried to become a storytime animator. And the only reason I didn't, because this was in 2017, and I had did this. I had recorded the whole video, started animating it. It was called Flash back then, and the computer ended up crashing, and I lost everything. So the only thing I had was this video that I saved and exported to Instagram. So after that happened, I said, you know what, forget it. I said, I now give up. I'm not gonna do it. So that was after I did a few other things. Let me see. Ah, see, like this Spider-Man swing. I did my own Spider-Man design, and then I took swings from the Amazing Spider-Man. This is not even 3 seconds, and it took me like 4 months because I drew every single thing that happened. I didn't do nothing separate, like, and I did it one by one, just as the movie showed it. I did an exact replica of the movie, and it killed me. And I said, bro, if this is what it takes to animate, I'm not doing this. And I tried to draw it in a comic book style, which I also then learned that's why they don't animate that way, because it's so much more work. They say, do you use AI? In my stuff, no. I've had clients that make me use it, but that's none of the stuff I posted. I feel it doesn't, for me to use it, I still would have to go and do a lot of work afterwards because it doesn't match my style. It can't mimic it, or it can't do exactly what I would want it to do. So I ended up not touching it. I'm like, it'd be one thing if I can use it as an assistant, but I can't even do that right now. It's not there yet. How are you drawing so clean? Like, I like your lines and circles. Oh, appreciate it. Back then, steady hands. Now they wobble. Well, enjoy your day. All right, take care, Ginger. Yeah, see, all these are animations I was trying. See, look, like, see how the sun is stuttering going up? It's not smooth. Like this, I didn't know how to animate. I just knew it's drawing a bunch of pictures, so I just I kept doing it. Um, oh, here's the first one I posted. That was my character, and I seen this role that was on an anime opening to Soul Eater, and I was like, let me try it. But if you can see, he has all these details, so it's such a pain animating that each individual frame, and then his weapon too. So yeah, I did this, and I said, you know what? Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I don't want to animate. Maybe drawing comics is just where I stay. And then I ended up trying again. I did a Pac-Man fusion to reveal that's how Pokemon was born. And see, like I still was painting it like I was in Photoshop. And even then, at that point, I still didn't know nothing about animation. I didn't read nothing. I didn't Google nothing. I just knew if you draw enough pictures back to back, it looks like it's moving. Did you use Prisma 3D? No, I have heard about it and been told about it, but no. Even back then, I was only using Photoshop and Flash. So, like, these were the first attempts. And then after that, you can see I gave up and just went back to drawing and illustrating. Oh, see, I still have that one in my garage. It's not finished, though. So, yeah, that is what I did prior. That was all the stuff I did was just illustrations. I started getting hired by other content creators. Like ZHC had hired me to do a couple of colorings. I think I have that on here. Where is it at? Because I did a few things for him. We ended up becoming cool. Oh yeah, this is one. This Thor Ragnarok piece. Oh, the camera's slanted. Let me straighten it. So yeah, that's what I did prior to becoming an animator. That's what got um but the pandemic gave me the chance to just go ahead and attempt to do something I normally don't do. See, that's a marker piece. It's marker, spray paint, color pencils, I think pastels. Like I tried everything on that piece. And even then, you can't really see all the details. So, but that's what happened. Like I'm the type of I can't not do art of some kind. I have to do some type of art. So, but all right, I did not even see the time. I gotta go get started on work. But I appreciate y'all jumping in, watching the stream with me talking. It makes it so much better when I can actually have a conversation instead of sitting in silence and just working. So if you're subscribed, make sure you got notifications on so you can see the next time that I am streaming. If you want to see more of the superpowered content, check my community post. I posted that I have an account that's just for that, just for talking about comics, anime, and games, and then animating stuff for that. So outside of that, I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one.